goes to the half forward, strong mark there. So he kicks, well, off the side of the College of Bannockburn in the way on half-back and takes the count. Now Bannockburn free kick to Connors over the back in that tackle. So Connors of Bannockburn, the lead comes from Tyquin, and well, I didn't think a great effort by Mark Hancock there. He tried to cut across Tyquin. I wonder, Laurie, whether he heard Wayne thundering down behind him, because Tyquin's taken a mark 30 metres from goal.
Well, Eric, that was the difference last week at East Geelong. They had someone drop into that gap all the time, and if you're going to do that, you've got to do it with a little skill and know exactly where to go. And if you give Wayne too much space, he's going to grab it a lot of times.
Well, Tyquin, well, he's probably kicking slightly into the breeze by the look of that. It went very high and didn't get a lot of distance. It's offline, so behind on the board to Bannockburn on the Victory Trophy scoreboard. 2 minutes into the first quarter, and they are a point, and Belfast still yet to score. From the kick in, it's come wide to half-back flank. Colliger of Bannockburn gets it, handball to Egan, back to Colliger again. Well, it was interesting because Tyquin coming out on a strong lead, and Shane Andrews, well, he went into the gap, Laurie, and took the mark, but gee, it was good work from Tyquin. He just veered off in time.
Yeah, it was also a good handball from Phil Egan. That really found its target. That's very important, isn't it?
Good work up forward by the Tigers. Pete?
I think the theory of putting someone in that hole is not working, because they're actually chipping the ball around and attacking from the other angle. And like, there you go.
Well, the pot shot there from, well, it was 45 metres out was Shane Andrews, but marking the ball deep in the forward pocket is Brett Harding. So he's a goal sneak. He's on the impossible angle for a right footer, right on the boundary line.
He tends to like him a bit more on the run, though, I think.
He does, although these are the sort of goals that fellas like him, well, he's run off on the mark, hooked it round on the left foot, hasn't hooked it too well, it's high in the air. Well, it's gone further away from the goal, so here go Belpost still through Hurst, back to the centre, Aaron Broom back into the side to Bannockburn, grabs it in the centre, drives it back long to the goal square, in front Tyquin, can't take the mark, Hancock picks it up off Pans, he can't get it either, Andrews at ground level, he can't get it, Tyquin, pushed in the back, no, to the umpire, comes back to, that's Michael Brown there for Belpost Hill, he can't control it, and off his hands it's over the boundary line. Laurie, an interesting start, been in the forward line probably for Bannockburn most of the first 3 minutes.
Yes, it's a good start for Bannockburn. They're trying to get some score on the board though, Eric, that's important.
The ball's thrown in there now, and a bit of a roughhouse tactics. I think it was picked up there by Kazina. He puts it onto the left, but only finds a Bannockburn player in, I think it's Matthew East. East handballs the ball over, but comes back through, I think it's Colliger into the centre of the ground. Can't pick. The ball is not being picked up by anyone. A bit lackadaisical, but the umpires found it free, and Bannockburn have pushed the ball into the attacking zone again, only to be marked by Brown, who clears the ball out through the half-back flank area.
Belpost still in control, come back into the corridor in the middle of the ground. Sabevsky of Belpost Hill takes the mark now. He's gone back exactly where the ball's come from, so they haven't gained anything at all, Belpost Hill, but now the moves by Scott McDonald on centre wing. McDonald of Belpost Hill turns quickly, plays on, drives it inside 50, and certainly the wind appears to be favouring that particular end. The ball's come to ground, back to centre half forward, into the corridor, and Brett Burley, who probably we're accustomed to seeing playing at centre half back, has taken the mark at centre half forward, and well within kicking distance. And looking at the flags floating there, Laurie, probably the southern end is slightly favoured.
I think so. That was a long kick from Scotty McDonald, Eric, and I think he indicated that might be a wind assisted area end down there, and they've got a great chance here to get, as I said before, scoreboard pressure. They have to kick a goal here.
Brett Burley, he's only kicking from 35 metres out, directly in front, moves in. Well, it's a terrible kick off the boot. What do you do? Lay back on that, Laurie, I think? Yeah. So offline, and on the Victory Trophy Centre, Victory Trophy scoreboard, Bannockburn and Belpost Hill one behind each, and we've been playing almost 6 minutes into the first quarter. So a disappointing result probably at both ends of the ground. Both, well, proponents of the footy, you'd reckon would kick those.
It does sound like a broken down record, Eric, but that's bad football.
David White kicks in for Bannockburn. He's gone the chip kick. It's well, he's into a nest of Belpost Hill players, picked up there by Kazina. He drives it to the full forward position, and Mick Ellick, who's just playing in front there, and that's what you have to do. so he's got the mark. He's going to be kicking from, well, certainly no more than 30 metres from goal. Illick of Belpost Hill comes in, and gee whiz, I think he's drifted that across the face as well. And
he definitely leaned back on that, Eric. No worries at all.
So, well, certainly, Laurie, you know, Belpost Hill can ill afford to miss shots at that ilk. On the Victory Trophy Centre score, Belpost Hill 2 behind, Bannockburn 1 behind, and that's 7 minutes into the first quarter.
The ball was put back into play through White, who got the ball over to Connors. Connors pushes the ball forward where a mark's been taken by Ross Dillon. He quickly plays on and pushes it up to where the Harding show begins. Can't get control of it though, and Andrews comes in to try and assist. Very, very quickly picked up there by young Brett Harding, who turns, puts it over and gives the ball over to Dwayne Broom, and he turns onto the left foot and kicks a goal, the first goal of the day for the Bannockburn side. Yeah,
that's a great goal there, Eric. They needed that. A lot of good team play there as well.
Brilliant, Brett Harding. He just crashed his way through a couple of players. The kick wasn't brilliant, but it was to the head of the goal square, Laurie, and that's where he kicked goals from.
Yes.
And, Dwayne Broom, Phil Egan mentioned him last week, one of the up-and-coming young players at the club, and given the opportunity, he's still under 18, and a great goal there to make Bannockburn 1-1-7. Belpost Hill 2 behind on the Victory Trophies scoreboard. Dalzell gets the tap down for Belpost Hill, but East again at the drop of the ball. Gets hold of the footy, goes to the full forward position. Oh, Wayne Tyquin scooped it through between his legs backwards if he was playing tunnel ball. Unfortunately, the umpire was right there and saw it. So free kick going to Michael Brown of Belpost Hill. Well,
bring it back.
Bit pedantic, aren't they, the umpires? Sean Simmons was away and running, but well, Michael Brown, he must have only been half a metre behind there. Now he kicks to the outer side of the Victoria Park. Well, great work by Connors there. Wrestling match, gets fist to the ball ahead of, well, it should have probably been a free kick there to Bevan Hurst, I would imagine, because he got pulled by the trousers from this angle, the umpire on the same angle, but couldn't see it. So the ball off hands, out of bounds, half forward flank, deep in the attacking area for Bannockburn. Kicking in the first quarter against whatever bruise there is here. Umpire puts the ball in. Dalzell at the back, gets the tap forward. No player able to take clear possession until, well, it's good work there for Belpost Hill by, that's the player that's missing, number 32, and that is
Matjevic.
Mick Matjevic. Oh yes, Mick Matjevic. So he's certainly playing in the game for the Belpost Hill side. Finally a free kick to Sabevsky. He goes a long driving kick for Belpost Hill. Up to centre wing, comes off hands. Delahan of Bannockburn in possession, but he can't clearly get the ball away, and it's over the boundary line and out of bounds. Centre wing, we've been playing 9.5 minutes. First quarter, Bannockburn 1-1-7, lead Belpost Hill 2 behind.
So on the central wing now, umpire throws it in. Dillon and Dalzell try to get a clear knockdown. Neither can do so. It gets scrambled up again. Pushed out towards the boundary line, and very happy to see it pushed over the line, but it doesn't quite go there as Egan pulls it back into play and looking for a free kick, but can't get one. And the umpire says, look guys, you won't push it over the boundary, I'll have a throw up.
Probably good, Laurie, to see Phil Egan on the ground.
Oh yes, Eric, we spoke about that last week. Now I think it's important for these sides to have a captain coach out there with them, and you know, it's probably nice also to watch from the bench, but I think it's very important to be out there.
Ball pushed over the boundary there by Ross Dillon in the ball up, so we'll have a throw in. Dillon and Dalzell, College awaiting at the back. No clear control again, but there might have been a bit of a high tackle there on the Belpost player by the number 25 in Robbie Giles.
Bevan Hurst got it, I think.
And Hurst has been given the free kick on central wing, far side of the ground, the Geelong side of the ground. He plays on now. The long driving kick down to centre half forward off the hands of the pack, and trying to mop up is Ryan Carr. He can't do so. The ball goes towards the boundary line, but only to be picked up by Bannockburn and pushed away, but snapped out of the hands there. Can't quite make that player out. The Belpost,
I think it was.
Sabevsky, and had a quick pot shot, but only to score a 1 behind.
So 3 behinds on the Victory Trophy Centre scoreboard. The Belpost Hill, no trail. Bannockburn still 1-1-7. 7, 11 minutes gone, first quarter. It's Delahan looking for Turner at centre half back from the kick in. Off hands, it's well, Giles over the top of his opponent. Umpire has considered it was illegal, and Sabevsky again.
He's in everything area.
Smallest player on the ground, I guess, and when you're at the bottom of the pack and you're that size, you've got a fair chance of getting a free kick. He sees the player running into space there in Feldman, and Feldman of Belfast Hill has taken the mark. He's going to be kicking from just outside 50, but I guess we all know Troy Feldman's goal kicking ability. So Troy Feldman with the footy, 45-degree angle, will take a good kick. We're right behind him. Moves in. Don't like to look at that running sideways, Laurie, but he's brought the ball back pretty well. In fact, it's extremely well. It is a goal. First goal to Troy Feldman. First goal to Belfast Hill.
I want to hear, mate. I want to hear Laurie. Every other time he's gone, no, that'll miss because he hasn't run straight.
Right. Well, he did run off the line, but occasionally they'll make a fool of him. That was one of the occasions. And, you know, they'll have it 9 times out of 10. They'll miss them, but he slotted that one through. And a very important one for Belfast Hill as well.
Absolutely.
They've got the play. They have to put the score on the board.
139, lead Bannockburn 117 on the Victory Trophy Centre scoreboard. Well
done there by Dylan, who got it down to Egan, and Egan pushed the ball forward through hands to Andrews. Andrews can't get a clear possession, and it gets pushed out. Chasing the ball quickly there, I think, is Miletto. No, it's not. It's Jimmy Onturk.
Clearly in the back to Dwayne Broome on that occasion. So Broome in the forward pocket for Bannockburn, drives to full forward position. Teichmann in front, tapped away there, but he follows up quickly. He's, well, turns into a mile of trouble. There's a host of Belfast Hill players around him, but off the ground there from Ronnie Pilgrim, and occasionally gets those miraculous goals, but just offline, and in fact out of bounds on the full. So it was a good connect by Ronnie, but not good enough, and the free kick will go to Michael Brown of Belfast Hill, deep in the back pocket. Looking for options. Brett Harding stands the mark. Brown now, long kick to half-back flank. Balls to the back of the pack. Nobody can take possession. Kicked off the ground. Well, pack form there. Surely the umpire will call for it, and he does. And the ball will be thrown up half-forward flank on the outer side here at Victoria Park. 14 minutes gone, first quarter, 1-1 Bannockburn. They trailed Belfast Hill 1-3. Ball comes down to Steve Delahan. High in the air over the shoulder. Brett Harding can't quite get the mark. Goes past Andrews as well. But, oh, great smother, Brett Harding. Keeps the ball in the forward line, but, well, run a mile there. The Belfast defender finally gets a kick. Goes to centre wing. Offhand, Simon Zeal can't take the mark. Ball comes to ground on true centre wing. Matchovic again in the play out there. He can't take possession. Finally, well, Bannockburn, a series of handballs, gets it to Delahan. He drives toward full forward. Andrews in front. Well, he would have taken those last week, Laurie, but he's been paid the mark.
Yes.
Yes, I thought he had fairly good purchase on it, and deep in the forward pocket now, Shane Andrews has taken the mark for Bannockburn. Well, left footer. I think he's probably kicking absolutely into the teeth of the bruise there, looking at the way the flags are blowing. He goes for the short kick to Steve Delahan, and I suppose he's a defender. Oh, gee, that's very poor checking, because you can see it from here, Laurie. He ran into the gap there, 40 metres out, and absolutely unchecked, and will now have a direct shot on goal.
Well, Eric, you can only be in one place at one time, and they're all in the goal square on Wayne Teichmann, and that's good play by Bannockburn. Look around and share it around a bit more.
Phil Egan goes long toward the goal. There's a free kick, I think, against Wayne Teichmann. Went for the rise and missed and landed flat in the back.
I think he went for the ride and couldn't get off the ground.
Cannon into the back of the pack, and it looks like Delzeal has got the free kick back there for Belfast Hill.
Oh, good mark.
Well, at the back of the pack on the half-forward flank was Dwayne Broome, has taken the mark. Chips it at the top to Ronnie Pilgrim. Andrews coming through. He can't take O'Connor's. Did well to get through a couple of players there. Sabevsky, maybe tripped. No, said the umpire. Coming back is Colliger. Dangerous around the goal. Well, the ball's weaved its way through a pack of players in the goal square, picked up by Brett Harding. He's run into an open goal, and that's the second goal for the Bannockburn side. They don't come any easier than that. 2 goals, 1-13 to Bannockburn, 1-3-9 Belfast Hill on the Victory Trophy scoreboard, and that's 16 minutes, first quarter. Don't get him too many easier than that, Laurie.
No, but he's a great little opportunist, though, saying that, Eric, and he was in the right place, head down over the ball, and he loves the goal, of course, and, you know, I said it last week, I actually gave him a couple of votes, and, you know, he's got to be in the team all the time, I think.
I don't think Egan would be too happy with the way Bannockburn's been playing up to this stage. Like, it's, what, 16, 17 minute mark, and they've only got 2 goals on the board.
Well, they're letting themselves down the forward line.
Yeah.
It's far too, what's your name again?
Ball up.
Peter?
Ball up. Dylan tries to get it away. He can't do so, and it was a good knockdown there by Dalziel. Free kick, though, given in the middle of the ground. I think it's Hurst plays on and goes down looking for Burley. He can't find the ball, but Connors can. Picks up, turns on to the left, and looking for the number 2 in Dwayne Broom, who's having a bit of a purple patch for the Bannockburn side at the moment. He can't get control, but the ball does go through the hands of Hurst and on to the number 12 in Mark Hancock, who puts it down into the full forward area. Ball picked up through a bit of bouncy play. A quick snap onto the left boot there by Darren Jones, and he has missed and put on the 4th point for the Bellpost Hill side. They now move to 1 goal 4, just trailing Bannockburn 2 goals 2.
Ball comes in from David White of Bannockburn. Long
Good kick.
Outside 50. Well, unattended was East, and took the comfortable mark outside 50. Off one step, he goes wide. It's all Bannockburn out there. Mark taken by Aaron Broom. Twists and turns, gets a handball clear. It's to Andrews, and Andrews now drives straight to the forward. Wayne Teichman has taken the mark, but a clear-cut push in the back to Michael Brown, and I just don't think he's enjoying the close checking of Matty Brown is Wayne Teichman, and the free kick goes back to the centre of the ground, over the head of players, runs into Gavin Hilton. Hilton takes a bounce, runs inside 50 for Bellpost Hill, has a pot shot from there, but way offline, so it's another behind to Bellpost Hill. They move to 1-5-11. They trail Bannockburn 2-1-13 on the Victory Trophy Centre scoreboard. 18 minutes first quarter.
I'm still having a laugh, mate, from that Teichman push. As soon as the whistle blew, he knew, oh, damn, the umpire's behind me. Yeah, I think he thought he was right. He'd be able to cover it.
From the kick in there, mark. It's Bannockburn in possession. The second kick is in the arms of Robbie Giles, taken outside 50. So Giles of Bannockburn plays on now, drives to centre wing. Andrews in good position, strong mark, and I tell you what, Jimmy Onturk will need to play a lot closer than that to have any impact on the game. The ball goes to full forward Teichman. Well, almost a free kick the other way that time. I think Brown had the fist on the ball with the other hand on the shoulder, but that's not the way the umpire saw it. So an interesting contest looming there at the full forward position.
Certainly, Eric, you called it before the game, and Brownie's doing a great job there, isn't he? It's going to be a great tussle, isn't it? Wayne's not going to get any easy kicks today.
Certainly not. Out of bounds, half forward flank, in it comes. Ball comes to ground. Egan in the centre of the ground for Bannockburn, picks it up, handballs forward to nobody. Sabevsky picks the footy up. So the ball's on centre wing, it's over the boundary line on the full, and it's a free kick to Aaron Broom of the Bannockburn side. We've been playing 20 minutes into the first quarter, 2-1-13 Bannockburn. They lead Bellpost Hill 1-5-11. There's a short pass from Broom into the arms there of Phil Egan. Kicks it high to centre half forward. Ronnie Pilgrim just edges his opponent out. Oh, brilliant roving Brett Harding. Unfortunately, he ran into a brick wall of players there for Bellpost Hill. The ball at centre half forward comes to ground. Off hands, was that Brett Harding again? In perfect position, gets the handball, has a pot shot from 25 metres out, unfortunately offline. 1-1 to his personal tally, and that's half of the Bannockburn score. 2-2-14, they lead Bellpost Hill 1-5-11 on the Victory Trophy Centre scoreboard. 20 minutes now, first quarter.
Mick Brown looking for a lead, and it does come in the way of Bevan Hurst. Hurst turns quickly onto the left, playing on down the Geelong wing area. Quick left pass, but only to find, I think it's Giles. Giles can't control the ball. McDonald tries to chip in front of him, but he can't get control. Now he does. Handball's over, and it's a good handball there. And Zeal, I think, took it and turned the ball over, and all he's done is found the wall of Bannockburn defence. So running it out now is
Matty East,
I think, and looking for Dwayne Broom. finds him running through the centre of the ground, looks to chip forward to where Andrews flies over the top of the pack, can't get control of it, and Bellpost Hill run it out again, and that's through Jimmy Onturk, who plays straight down the middle of the ground looking for Feldman. Trouble with the turning circle there, and loses control of the ball, and it goes up where Colliger tries to get control. He can't. Pilgrim chips in using a bit of beef. Colliger pushes it out, but only to a Bellpost Hill player there, and he picks it up, can't quite get control. Broome turns onto the right looking for Egan, and does so, finds Egan just outside the 50-metre line. Egan plays on quickly looking for Tyquin, who's led across the ground, and finds him that's the furthest away I think I've seen him from Mick Brown, and takes a mark, and he'll line up slight angle about 30 metres out.
Quarter time AFL, Bulldogs 2-3, Carlton 2-1.
Also, Mr. Fanning informed me just a little earlier the Falcons had a win too. They beat Oakley by 3 goals.
Right, so that's Wayne Tyquin shot is offline, so his first behind for the day. Another behind to Bannockburn, 2-3-15. They lead Bellpost Hill 1-5-11 on the Victory Trophy Centre scoreboard. 22 minutes gone now, first quarter. From the kick in, well, almost nailed by the ankle there. Colliger gets a handball across to Dwayne Broome. Ball goes into the full forward area. Well, Brett Harding just edged his opponent out, caused him to drop the mark. The spill has come into his arms. He's put it on the right foot, and Brett Harding's kicked his second. Well, he did it last week, Laurie, and he's doing a fine job in that pocket again today, because Bannockburn 3-3-21. Lead Bellpost Hill 1-5-11 on the Victory Trophy Centre scoreboard, and that's 23 minutes gone first quarter.
Yes, Eric, he's a very good little player around the goals. He's only young, he's very, very keen. He's like that number 2 out there. They're only youngsters, and they're very, very keen to get where the footy is. And young Broome there, he'll get a game next week, because a lovely pass into the coach, wasn't it?
Ball thrown up. Dillon does get a hand on the ball, but only as far as McDonald. McDonald for Bellpost Hill turns quickly, kicks it down to the forward line where Illick tries to get control of the ball. He can't do so, but the pack is formed there, and I think a free kick might have gone to Connors.
Just a news flash, Pete. All Sports Australia have won the doubles and have won the Davis Cup.
Oh, beauty. Well done, boys. Played on quickly, Connors then, and finds Egan on the wing. He in turn chips it into centre half forward looking for Andrews. Can't find him, but Giles gets control of it, looking for the lead of Tyquin. Ooh, that was Nelly. Tyquin went to kick the ball off the ground and saw the black and yellow of a teammate and pulled the boot back. On Turk, he gets control of it, and looking through the centre of the ground, gets it down to where McDonald tries to get control. He can't, but a teammate has, and puts the ball down to where only Bannockburn seemed to be lining up for the kicks, and that was Ashley Perkins running through. He doesn't get control of it, but Connors does.
Yeah, just a poor tackle. There's been some ordinary tackling so far, Pete.
There has been. Connors quickly onto the left looking for Andrews, who is getting hands to the ball. Can't get control, but I think it's the number 21 in Aaron Broome got control of the ball and kicked it forward, only to find goal square open, but touched off the boot, and 1 point. Brett Harding almost again. Man, Johnny on the spot, nearly got his third goal.
3-4-22 Bannockburn. They lead Bellpost Hill 1-5-11, and from the kick in that's come to Bevan Hurst on half-back flank. He really didn't have anything to kick to, so look for the safety of the boundary.
No, Eric, definitely right, Eric. There's no options, no one moving up on the forward line. Bellpost still have to try and move around a little bit more and give him something to fire the targets at.
Bannockburn's forwards, Laurie, are working hard to keep the ball in there.
Yes.
From the throw-in, it's come to the back of the pack there. Miletto very slow and tagged with the footy. And
good decision, umpire.
He made no effort to get the footy out, and the umpire has correctly pinged him. The tackler was Glenn Thompson, and Thompson of Bannockburn. Long kick into the full forward position. Well, Tyquin certainly got the job in front of him there, but he's going to make the job easy for the Crummers, because Bellpost Hill, they're pushing the ball away all the time, and it's come out to Bevan Hurst finally. He's kicked it out wide to centre wing. Matty East leads in the race for the ball for Bannockburn. He's tackled by Zeal. In fact, Zeal beats him to it, gets the footy back to Sabevsky. Sabevsky of Bellpost Hill kicks it from half-back flank over the centre wing. I think it's a little bit too hard, because it's out of bounds on the full, just ahead of Simon Zeal, who was heading back to try to take the mark. But it is out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Matthew East of Bannockburn. 26 minutes first quarter, 3-4-22 Bannockburn. They lead Belpost still 1-5-11. Matthew East recovered the footy now. In comes the footy now from Bannockburn on the half-forward flank. The ball is in dispute, and well, the umpire finally puts a whistle on play, and it is now a ball up half-forward flank. In comes the umpire, puts the footy in the air, comes to ground through the hands there of Egan of Bannockburn, heads toward the boundary. Well, off hands over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in once again. 3-4-22 Bannockburn. They lead Belpost still 1-5-11 on the Victory Trophy Centre scoreboard. 27 minutes, not a lot of scoring, so I'd imagine not that far before the quarter time siren. Ball comes to ground from the throw. Sabevsky, good roving, picks it up, drives it on the left foot over the head of all players. Mick Turner heading, no, it's Giles, back to the footy. Oh, did it far too easily. Ran away from his opponent over the head of all players in the centre of the ground. Running back onto it is Burley of Belpost Hill. He can't control it. Finally a kick forward once again. McDonald of Belpost still runs on it but overruns it. Connors comes clear with the footy. Handball over the top to David White, and White runs away inside defensive 50. Sees a lead on centre wing and has found Dwayne Broome out there on his own. On the left foot now. Drives to true centre wing. In front, Ronnie Pilgrim. Good defensive work by Simmons. Comes to ground. Sabevsky, well, given the free kick, advantage paid, and the ball has been kicked into the full forward position. Oh, it's a mark there to Stephen Gadd of Bannockburn, and has been paid. He plays on quickly now. Sees Ashley Perkins on half back. It's over his head. Goes to Mick Turner. Pushing it back to Mick Turner. Has been seen by the umpire. Gee, they're umpiring well today, Laurie. They're picking all my free kicks.
You're right on, Eric. All can't see that. We're hidden.
Well, in the what has happened, the siren has sounded, but a bit of an altercation right on the fence, which is out of our line of vision. So I'm not quite sure what has transpired. In the meantime, the quarter time siren has sounded, and the quarter time score here at Bannockburn is 3-4-22 Bannockburn. They lead Belpost still at 1-5-11, and the goal kickers so far in the game for Bannockburn, 2 to Brett Harding, 1 to Dwayne Broome, and for Belpost still 1 to Troy Feldman. We'll go back